luggage ready for inspection at the customs counters. Thank you.
Got your luggage all ready, Hancock?
You don't think I'm carrying this lot for nothing, do you? I'm not a Bedouin Arab, though under this lot I might slightly resemble a beast of burden.
They're very helpful. Hardly open a case.
Well, after all, we are British.
Yours, they're really out for the big boys. Men with 1,000 watches strapped around their waist. Girls with gold tucked in their bras.
Can that really be all her? These customs officers must live some very interesting lives.
Come along, my good man, come along. Oh, good morning, Mr. Hancock. What a crowd. I had quite a job to get a porter.
Typical. Never there when you do want them, and always there when you don't.
These customs men might have a little modesty. There's nothing sacred from the bureaucrat these days.
I couldn't agree more. Most embarrassing, most embarrassing.
I trust they won't go through our luggage like that.
No fear of that, madam. The more mature traveller you will find is allowed through, as it states so clearly in our British passport, without let or hindrance.
Good morning, my good man. What a glorious day.
Come along there, keep the queue moving.
Good morning. Lovely day. I bet it's still snowing in England.
Just a minute.
Were you addressing your remarks to me by any chance?
What are those books?
Just a little light reading matter. Well, a few digests, a few condensed bestsellers. I don't get the time to read like I used to.
Yes, you'll be surprised what's brought into our country under the guise of popular mechanics.
The nearest in that lot to pornography is Little Women.
Come on, open it all up.
What, all the lot?
That's right, the lot.
But you let that woman through without so much as a whisper.
We become expert character readers in our business, mate.
I shall complain to the British ambassador about this incident.
Yeah, you don't need that now. Just open the cases.
Her Britannic Majesty will be very angry. Very angry indeed. She's your queen as much as she is ours, you know. How can I tell her what's going on in this colony? Go easy, go easy. It took me a good hour to pack all that stuff. And my uncle had to sit on it as well. And as I haven't brought him with me, how we're going to get it closed up, I do not know. Family pet.
That will have to stay in quarantine for 6 months.
Quarantine? 6 months?
No animals or livestock, either alive or stuffed, permitted in without the statutory period of quarantine. That's not my ruling, it's the government. And I'm afraid it'll cost you £5 a week to keep it.
£5 a week? Have you gone raving mad, or have I? £5 a week you propose to charge me for a stuffed owl that's been in my family for a century in quarantine?
That's the law. And as a matter of fact, you're lucky not to be fined for not declaring it in the first place.
I shall definitely petition Her Majesty about this one.
Okay, you can go now. And be quick about it.
Thank you very much indeed. Are you sure you wouldn't like the shirt off me back?
Oh, and by the way.
Oh, yes, now what?
Welcome.
Welcome.
Hotel Dumont, reception. I'm sorry, sir, we're all booked up. Migrants, you know. Yes, we get all types in here. British, Dutch, German, Cypriots. I am sorry, sir. Some other time, perhaps.
Good afternoon. I was wondering...
Well?
I believe you have a reservation in my name. Name is Hancock.
Hancock.
Yes, that's right. Straight off the packet, as you might say. Typically English, isn't it, making a voyage like this? Seafaring race we are. Yes, one sniff of the salt air in my lungs, and I'm all for sending a gunboat up somebody's channel. Yes, that's the spirit that made Britain what it is today.
Precisely.
Well, isn't somebody going to take care of my luggage?
That's typical. Only in the country 2 minutes, and they expect to be waited on hand and foot. Boy!
Boy?